Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bois Podcast. My name is Jonathan, and today I'm joined by my friends and hosts, Austin and Elijah. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Elijah.
Hello, and I'm Austin.
Okay, so essentially what this is something where we discuss and debate the topics that we deem interesting. And since this is the first time that we're actually doing something like this, we're probably going to have a bunch of technical issues, and it's probably not going to be the best quality. But over time, we're going to learn and fix this stuff so it's more quality for you guys to watch, and so it's more entertaining. So with that, the first thing that we have to talk about is this quarantine we're in right now. So, what do you guys think about all this?
It's been
I mean,
hard.
honestly, it's not really affecting me because I'm an quote essential worker, so I still have to go to work.
Hmm.
Just that I'm not
That's
going to
fair,
school, so I mean, I'm still doing the same thing, just sleep.
Brad.
Dude, what's so funny?
Oh, sorry. Okay, okay.
So,
Alright.
how is it affecting you guys?
Okay, so for me, I'm not ripped. Not ripped. Okay, I'm sorry. This is how they're all gonna be, by the way, everyone. Um, but basically, it's not really affecting me. It kind of messed with my motivation, cause I have no motivation to do anything now. I kind of just vibe and do nothing,
Oh yeah, definitely.
cause
It really affects how I feel about schoolwork because when I'm at school, I want to do the work, but when I'm at home and I just see it like on my computer screen, I'm just like, dog, get this shit out of my face.
I feel that. That's me too. I keep looking at it and I'm just like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this. I could do so many other things. But
I
when
I
I'm,
do it, but like I just use one day to like do everything.
that's fair. I have a
Yeah,
bunch of
I
it
Yeah.
had
I
a
didn't
friend
do.
that I had a friend that was homeschooled one time, and what they did was they just didn't do the work, so they failed the grade, the class.
Why?
They were,
Said
yeah,
yeah.
they just didn't do it.
Said yeah. Can I?
I don't want. I'm not gonna say names or anything, but they
Bruh.
just didn't do the work, so they had to repeat the whole class because I
What?
guess
Uh,
they just didn't have any motivation. They were at home, so they just were like, nah, I don't want to do shit.
exactly. See, that's why homeschooling doesn't really work. Cause
Oh
yeah,
no, it
I guess
doesn't.
Well,
it can
home
work,
when you're
but most of the time it
homeschooled, you don't
doesn't.
have any like social experience.
Exactly.
You're just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that too.
isolated.
My sister was in homeschooling for a bit, and I know she had no motivation to do anything. And since her homeschooling was on a computer, it was timed, so you had to do it before midnight. So every day she'd be up at like 11 trying to get it all done in 1 hour. And
That's how it is right now. It's like we're
exactly,
all
yeah.
homeschooled, and it's just there's no motivation to do anything. It sucks.
I have not had any teacher send me anything. I had my stats teacher though send me say some kind of hear a joke and then like gave me a grade based on the joke, and it was the stupidest joke ever. And I was like, okay, well at least I did what she asked. So I was like, just move on. I mean, I haven't seen anything else from her.
Mhm.
I've only gotten work from my science and English teachers, but that's about it. Like from core classes, because I don't know. I guess my math teacher is just lazy. She doesn't want to do anything.
That's true. No, I got stuff from math, English,
Cringe.
and German. And it's
That's
like,
double cringe.
yeah. And some of it I can't even do. Like the only one I can do is English. Math, I can do it, but they're not gonna know that I do it or not because it's a PDF file and you can't turn that in. Because I'm pretty sure she expects us to do it all on paper, so I don't know what she wants us to do.
What? She probably gotta take a picture of it and just like
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
send it
like
to
doing that.
scan
Doc.
I
it.
mean, she didn't
Yeah,
even
like
That
say
seems a
how
scan
to
lot
it
of
do
on the
it
work.
though.
wall.
Like, I'm not doing that. And then my
Yeah,
German
you're like,
teacher gave us a bunch of German work, and he said to use the book, but I can't use the book because it's online, but you need the school computer to get onto it. And that's
What?
what I was.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
bruh. I was like, what do you want me to
Teachers don't
do?
know what they're doing.
Exactly.
We're
No one
just
knows
all
what they're doing.
unprepared for this.
This is
Yeah,
literally the
the
first
whole
time this
world
has
is just
happened.
unprepared for this. Yeah.
oh yeah, no. I mean, we could have been more like China because apparently the U.S. government knew that there was a chance
Ugh.
this was happening, and they just were like, oh, well, we don't need. And China was so ready. Like they built a few hospitals, just like pop-up hospitals, and like they got done with it. And
I mean,
America just like,
I don't know, man.
why
I
do
don't know
I
about that.
care?
I don't know about all that. Yeah.
Bruh.
I
You
mean,
might
it
want to
took them a
check your
little longer than
facts
it
a
should
little
have,
bit.
but they still got it done though. Like
Okay,
and like
but
Italy.
okay, but like they're definitely lying about like their number of
Oh
cases.
yeah,
That's
Can
true.
you
no,
Their
say that?
numbers
definitely,
are
definitely.
not factual.
They're like, oh, it's just a
Oh
few
yeah.
thousand. No, boy.
At least it
I
ain't Korea though.
well,
They're like,
Oh yeah.
it's
It's
Korea's
like
not
no
North
near as
Korea,
bad at
cases.
North
all.
Korea
In
North
North
specifically.
Korea's
Korea,
like,
it's
oh, we
not
don't
there at
got
all
any
because
cases.
because
Because they get
good
shot if
way,
they have it.
yeah, a good way to solve it is just brass. Bah.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that's so weird. They just disappeared.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I heard he had a
he's like,
cough the other day. I don't know what happened to him though.
he was like, yeah, but you know, um, maybe in the comments, tell us how this is affecting you if you like it or not.
Bruh. He said, yeah, put down below in the comments what you guys think about the
Yeah,
whole
I did.
coronavirus in Japan,
It's like,
Well, I mean,
Korea.
he said,
your experience with this, maybe I don't know.
he
Just
said, is that a
Yeah.
yay or a nay?
So what do you guys think about it? Should we just kill them all?
do what North Korea did. Bah! Line them right up.
Well, jeez, I didn't say all that.
Right, I don't know what you're talking
Goddamn.
about.
Jeez.
Kind of ruthless, dude. Kind of mean, to be honest.
I mean, maybe just a little, but I mean,
Honestly-
it did solve the issue.
Honestly, I'm just trying to go to Applebee's to get that unlimited appetizers after 10 type beat.
Right.
Bro, you stay talking about.
Because
Well,
I'm trying to go. Like,
I want to leave my
Says some-
house, dude.
Right,
I'm
I want-
tired of sitting
bruh.
inside.
Okay, here's the thing, right? You don't think about how it affects you, but it's the little things, dude. I had to get my haircut from my mom, and it looks bad. Because I couldn't go out and get a haircut from an actual, like, barbershop.
Well, maybe you should just have a mom that's a cosmetologist like I do.
Bruh.
Okay.
Acting like
Whoa.
everyone's mom wants to cut hair.
Well, apparently they
Fucking
do. Your
women.
mom just cut your hair.
She didn't want to. She had to. My shit was long as
Why?
heck.
Bro, you could have just left it.
I know.
Okay, my hair right now, if I were to measure it, it's long as it's ever been. It's like down to the it's down to the bottom of my lip.
Yeah, but
You know
you're
what,
used
I'm
to
not
it, 'cause you
gonna
always
talk
got a mop on your head.
That's
Oh,
true.
nah,
They
shut
always
up.
got a
No,
mop on.
no.
No, it's
Mop
curly.
head.
You
now.
got that ramen head, bruh.
Okay,
Someone took a couple
now
noodles
that-
and poured that bitch on
okay.
you.
Now we talk about ramen, dude. You guys, I think beef ramen's far superior.
Okay, now this is becoming a
Okay,
debate
okay.
now. You stupid.
Okay.
That's all I can
Let's
say.
not get off topic here, but you're just wrong. Okay.
Right? Chicken all the way.
No,
I don't
I'm
know
not.
what you're talking
No,
about.
beef is way better.
No,
Okay.
you're
You're just
wrong.
wrong.
You're
You're
wrong.
just wrong.
No,
It's wrong.
no,
You're
You're just
wrong.
wrong.
No,
You're
no,
just
no,
wrong.
that's-
You're wrong.
Dude, no, it's
You're
not.
straight wrong.
It's-
Leave in the comments below which ramen is better.
Bruh. He
He
said, alright guys, settle this.
Spicy shrimp. Some spicy.
Spicy shrimp doo-doo.
Spicy
That's
shrimp
my
has
point.
no
That shit's dookie, bro.
no flavor. What are you
That's what I'm saying,
talking about?
bro.
That boy tastes like
Some-
straight
some-
water.
Some spicy stuff from
They're
Japan,
water
bro.
noodles.
Right. Might as well just pour noodles and eat the brick like that.
Oh, you guys
Oh,
don't do
wait.
that?
See, I put mayonnaise on that bitch. I just chomp on it.
Ha 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 ha.
Wait, you don't put it
Yeah, I
between
don't do
bread
that.
and add some butter and a little meat?
Yeah.
No, I fucking cook it.
Right. I'm not a
Bro,
heathen.
you're
Weird ass dude.
weird.
Weird ass dude. Anyways, like we were talking about, it sucks not being able to like go outside and do
Right.
things. Like God, man.
Like I want to socialize, but we got social distancing.
We had plans the week before quarantine started. We were like, next week we're gonna go out and do this, and then our government just said, no, you can't do that.
Right.
And then now we're stuck inside doing nothing.
All right, we can still hang
I
out,
mean-
but like, there's no point because there's nothing to do.
Right. What are we gonna
I
do?
mean, we kind
Just
of already
sit
figured
in
that
our
everything
basement?
was gonna get shut down, and we still made plans. So is it really the government's
We made
fault?
plans
Kinda.
before,
I mean,
and
it's
then
not really
like,
the government's fault.
and then like 20 minutes after we made plans, the government was like,
That's true.
Yeah,
Literally,
plans.
we got home
Yeah,
and then they said, yeah, everything's canceled.
yeah, that is very true.
that was tough.
But I mean, we still were expecting it because we were just like, yeah, school's gonna get shut down, so whatever.
See, I was
Yeah,
okay with
maybe.
it, and then they started giving out homework, and I'm like, oh, nope. That was a
Yeah,
big
I
bro
can't
move.
relate to
Just-
that.
I just can't
I
do
haven't
it.
got like any.
I did it, and I did it all correctly, but like I just hate doing it. It's just so horrible. I'd rather be like with the teacher doing it than just sitting in my room.
Yeah, that I feel that definitely. Cause when I'm in the class, unlike other people who like just sleep, I actually have a motivation to do it because it's in front of me. It's on like it's a physical thing that I can look at and focus on. But
Right.
like online, it's
Like,
like everything
when
else
I'm
is in
sur-
front of me.
Right.
just
When I'm
can't
like
focus.
in a learning environment and I'm surrounded by like the peers and the people I like, I generally do have a nice time and I focus more.
Well,
You
it's
know.
not even that. Just being in a classroom setting, being able to talk to someone else and be like, do you understand this? Could you explain it a little better? But no, you're just like, well, now I have to email a teacher or someone else and
That's
wait for them to
true.
get back
That's
to me.
yeah.
at a
Yeah,
different
well,
time.
yeah.
It's just
I
like,
also feel that.
I
God,
emailed a
that's so
teacher.
stupid.
I emailed my English teacher about work from her class, and it took her like a day and a half to respond. It was horrible. I didn't know what
Oh
to
yeah, no,
do because like she wouldn't respond.
I
I
had
just
to
got one of them like crap emails saying like, "Oh, we're out of the office. We'll respond in so and so time." And I'm just like,
yeah,
bruh.
I had to do something for college for my pathway class, and it said email me and I'll email you right back. It took a week before she emailed me back, and it was already too late. It was after I was supposed to sign up for the college class, so she literally fucked me, and
That's tough.
it was not good.
I'm calling the police. What the
Right.
fuck?
She
It
fucking a
was not
minor.
She just didn't want to talk to you.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
probably. She just like hates me, so.
Damn. Like every other girl. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
damn, that was
Oh,
mean.
it's a
okay, you
joke.
had to
It's a
bring
joke,
that up.
everyone. He actually gets mad at girls.
Okay, no, don't say that either, because that's fat. That's
He
false.
said that's
Guess,
facts.
guess he gets
I'm
mad hoes.
shalom.
Like hoes that are mad. Because
Right.
hoes.
Hoes be
Hoes
mad.
really do me that, though.
Speaking of hoes, have you heard about Austin's mom? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you're not doing that,
I'm
though.
sorry.
That's not cool. She's not a.
Not
She's a
cool,
very.
dude.
She's a
Dude,
very
stop
nice
it.
person
Come
who
on,
bakes
man.
stuff. But on a different topic,
Yeah, okay. So
y'all
okay,
looking
so
forward to?
we'll switch off this. So how about we talk about
Yeah, is
some
there any
Smash
games that you guys are
DLC?
like happy coming up?
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's talk about that instead. Let's talk about that. What about the games that are
Yeah.
coming up? Well, here, how about here? Let me change that a little. What do we think about all the delays with all these games that were coming out this year that just aren't coming out at all?
God. Last of Us? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean that's understandable though, because I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like I don't like it, but I understand why. Because if they have a good point. If they release it, not as many people as they would buy it because it's
Oh
just
yeah,
no one's
because
going out and buying games right now.
GameStop's closed. Best Buy's closed. I think Walmart's still open though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walmart's still
Walmart's
open.
still open.
But Walmart doesn't get a lot of video game customers though.
Yeah, I mean
No,
now they're
because
starting
they
to.
don't keep a lot.
Now Walmart's a
Well,
good
yeah.
They
place to
don't.
buy games now. They're always
I mean,
$10 off unless it's Sony made.
Yeah.
So Last of Us isn't gonna be $10 off, but every other game is. So
Yeah.
it's kind of good.
yeah, but they don't keep stuff in stock as much as they should.
That's
Though. That's
true.
the only.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's because it's not a main priority of theirs.
Yeah, they use it to
Well,
get you
yeah,
into the store. It's not something like come here and buy our games. It's more along the lines of we have games, come here and buy those, and while you're at it, grab some bananas or something.
Buy
yeah. I
some
mean,
fish sticks and tires.
Yeah, go buy a gun while you're at it.
okay, you didn't need to go there.
It's true. They said like you can go
I
there,
mean,
go get some
yeah, you're
crackers,
Oh
and you
yeah,
can walk out
definitely.
with a whole gun. They just have them on display there for some reason. Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't say
Can I
that.
say that?
No,
Am I allowed to say that?
I don't
Oh.
think so.
I was
don't
just
know.
kidding.
I
I
might
was just
bleep it
kidding.
out.
That's
I mean,
probably
but
a smart thing to
that's gonna be a
do.
little sus though, cause like,
You're
yeah.
sus. Be quiet.
Oh
Right.
no, no.
You're
Why
gonna
you
get us
gotta
to
go?
monetize before we even have monetization.
Oh wait, so you guys just got Final Fantasy 7, right?
No,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
don't spoil it. We can't talk spoilers.
Oh.
No, but like, what's your opinion so far on the game? Like the graphics?
Oh, I mean, I think the
Okay.
graphics are
Okay.
the
But
best looking.
no spoilers, no
It's the
spoilers
best
Okay.
looking game on the PS4 right now.
Okay,
That's what
but
I
I'm gonna
think.
be real, right? I'm on chapter 3 or 4, and some of the textures are whack.
No, yeah, that's a
Like,
glitch. Yeah.
they definitely need to release a patch to fix it. But some of them look like they belong on PS2.
Yeah, there's a door.
Oh,
I know there's a door in the game that looks like really muddy for some reason, and
yeah.
everyone's talking about that one door.
I've seen like the dirt around the bar. It looks like a PS1 or 2 game. It's weird. And
So
I'm
you're
like,
saying
what is going
they
on?
might have like rushed the game a little bit more
No,
than
no,
they
no,
should have?
The
definitely
game
not.
took
Definitely not.
5 years to make. They didn't rush anything.
It definitely had a lot of love and care put into it. I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
definitely. It's just a glitch, and they have to release a patch.
Yeah.
Well, that normally happens where
Oh
Sun and
yeah.
Moon
Obviously, it's gonna
there was
happen. It's a new
Oh
game.
yeah.
or not Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield for the Switch because the frame rate was so high and the Switch couldn't really handle it, so they had to like cut things out and like
Hmm.
disappear sometimes before like
Yes.
before they could transition properly. And a lot of people were complaining. It's like, well, why is it supposed to be a really good game if this is still happening? It's like not everything's gonna be perfect like that. You
Yeah.
just gotta deal with it. Just
Well, I
Yeah.
think for that, it's because that was the first like uh console Pokemon game in so long,
Yeah,
so people just expected better because like they
yeah.
were hyping it up a lot. They wouldn't
Oh, they
reveal any
Oh yeah.
definitely
they
were.
wouldn't reveal any footage for it for a while. They wouldn't even talk about it for a while. People were expecting something amazing, and they showed us basically a 3DS game on the Switch. That's honestly what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
And it
yeah,
was
that's
a
but
huge
exactly
it's
that's
disappointment.
exactly what it is.
I know some
but
people
it's
like
not
it, but I
dropping
mean,
frames though, like Sun and Moon
well, yeah, that's because it's on a
and
Switch though.
Oraz
Of course, it's
was,
not gonna drop
and
Well,
it's
frames.
still really nice though for what it is.
Yeah, but let's face the facts though. It's literally just a 30S game, higher quality.
Well, you could say the same for Animal Crossing New Horizons then, because
Well,
it doesn't cut out exactly like that, but like there is some points where you can see like shadows of trees, but there's not an actual tree there, and it's just like, well, what's going on?
well,
Because
that's
it's
a
out of the
glitch
picture.
though.
that's
That's
just a
that's a
glitch.
glitch. That's not really like it's not intended for Sword and Shield. Those are the graphics. Those are what they intended. But in New
Yeah.
Horizons, they they made new textures for almost everything. They didn't reuse many textures for the game, but in Sword and Shield, they reused a lot of things from 3DS and just upscaled them to a higher quality. But on New
Well,
Horizons,
even
they made new textures. They made like new models for characters. They did all
Didn't
like
they
they put a lot of work into the game.
didn't they
well,
lie about a Pokemon model?
yeah, they were
No,
saying
they half
everything
lied.
was new.
They
They
said everything
have
was
like
new, but it was like they
they
took
just like updated it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't change the
Ah,
but
models, but they made new
but
ones
that's kind
the
of
thing
technically.
is though,
sketchy. That's kind of sketchy.
there was walking animations for for like every Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Moon, I think, in the database, and that's what like lagged it so much.
Hmm.
It made it drop frames on the 3DS because of all the walking animations, and they just didn't use many
Yeah.
of them. And so everyone was like, "Oh, there was walking animations in this game, and now that there's wild Pokemon walking around, that must be what they did. So they must have just copied and pasted it, and that's where everyone's getting this idea." And then Nintendo said, "No, that's not what happened." But it basically is what happened, except they did indeed upscale better.
Hmm.
But
To be honest, the game wasn't a disappointment for me because I had no standard.
oh yeah,
Because
no,
Well, yeah,
the
no, okay,
the
so
last Pokemon game I played was Black and White 2, and
yeah,
I stopped buying them because I didn't like how they looked. I like the pixelated,
yeah.
bird's eye
yeah,
view.
No,
I
here's the
like
thing though. To like people who haven't played Pokemon in a while, this is amazing. This is an amazing
well,
Pokemon game to jump
yeah.
into because it's on the Switch. It looks so good. But the people who've played every single Pokemon to date, it's not that great, and that's the sad
no.
truth. But that's what they
But
were
I
Something
mean,
going for though. They weren't
they're
trying
also trying to make
to.
it easier
Yeah,
for
they
people
weren't
to
yeah.
get
appealing
more
to
into
like
it again.
Oh, it's a lot
current
easier. Like every
fans.
Pokemon gets XP now. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
like that's cringe. Okay.
I mean, and then it also auto saves after like every battle, just in case your game crashes or something, Switch dies, something like that. And I
Hmm.
think that they did that, or like every time you enter a Pokemon Center. And of course, they have it where you can access a PC outside of the Pokemon Center. So the only reason you really go to a Pokemon Center is to heal your Pokemon. So I think that's really cool. And of course, no spoilers again, or anything, but how they did the quote Elite Four is also very different, and I like that a lot.
Oh, I didn't even get there. I got
I'm
like
on the second
I
gym, dude.
I'm on
that's
like
why I
the
said no.
third gym.
That's why I said no spoilers, but
Uh,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
I'm gonna
one
beat it
thing,
It's
eventually because I want to play the
yeah,
DLC.
eventually.
oh
One
yeah,
thing
no,
I
the
do wish
DLC.
for the
Hopefully
game,
that comes out
one
soon
thing I
because
do wish for the game, real quick, is like the next game in the series is they make the whole game like the wild areas because it's
oh yeah,
like it's nice when you're in the wild areas and you have camera control, but then you walk into the cities and it's like fixed.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't
That's what I
like that.
expected the whole game
I
to be
wish it
honest.
was yeah, I expected it to be like all uh your free
yeah,
camera
oh
Yeah.
because
yeah.
that's what they showed it off to be,
Okay, so this
and
is a
then it
little
wasn't
cringy,
It's
that.
right? But I wanted a game that was more like the Pixelmon
Oh,
mod from Minecraft, where you could see every
oh man.
Pokemon around you, and you could like, it's essentially the wild
yeah.
world,
Well,
but
can't
it's
you for
like,
this one?
what?
Well, no,
Can't you for
there's
this
still
one?
view hidden things in the grass, but like in
Oh,
like
okay.
Pixelmon, you can like see if a Pokemon's shiny before you like try and encounter it.
Yeah,
But like
that's what I'm
in
saying.
Sword and Shield, you have to encounter it to get the chance of shiny, and then every time you encounter something, it re-rolls it to maybe get a shiny, and then every time
Yeah.
you enter a den, it gets three different other re-rolls, and the den will always be the same based on um IVs, nature, and then shiny luck. And then egg hatching, that's actually a whole different reason for shininess. On I know it's a little off topic, but the shininess increases an egg chance, foreign ditto, and a native Pokemon to your region. And, it also re-rolls for if you're in the wild area or not. And that's why a lot of people, when they do try hatching eggs, they try to be in the wild area just to get that little bit of more shiny.
Okay.
Like Pokemon Go.
Right.
Yeah, like Pokemon Go.
Fuck, never
Yeah.
mind. You can't go outside.
Bruh.
Well,
No,
Pokemon
you can
Go,
still
or
go
they
on
made it.
walks.
Yeah, they
Well,
made it though
yeah.
for Pokemon Go, where as long as you're in like a block radius of something, you can still get it. And they have like at least 5 Pokemon spawn every time you open a. So you can just
Nice.
grind off Pokemon by just literally opening and closing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then they have it where all eggs are like, it only takes like 7 feet to actually hatch.
Bruh.
What?
Yeah,
Just walk around
they
your
really,
house a couple times.
yeah, they really made it where you don't have to leave your house.
That's cool though.
Just
Well,
walk
that's
into
pretty
the
cool.
kitchen just to get like a sandwich, and all of a sudden your eggs hatching.
Yeah, basically.
All
But I
right.
mean, you also have to have the app open for it to actually
All right. So let's get a little bit
process.
back on topic. We kind of derailed from the actual subject a bit, like from game
Just
delays. So
We did. We definitely did.
Last of Us 2, I saw was deleted. And
yeah,
I
and
think that's gonna
definitely,
stay.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
That
it, the video I saw of it though, it looked really nice.
No, the game's done
For
already. They already said the game's done.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
ready to ship. It's just they don't want to ship it yet. They said there's a few minor
Yeah,
bugs, which is understandable.
yeah.
Get those out and release the game. But I know why they don't want to release it. Like,
Well, yeah, because all the mail is goofed up and
well, yeah,
because
that too. But I mean, if you
Oh
go to
yeah.
the store, you can't go to the store, so you can't buy the
yeah,
game.
I
That's why
mean,
they're
yeah,
not
cause
releasing it.
well, it took Final Fantasy VII like 4 extra days to get here.
Yeah.
Like they really said, like the day I bought it. I mean, not the day I bought it. My pre-order, right? That I bought like back in June or whatever. It shipped the day the game launched,
That's tough.
and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So then I just got it today at like 4 o'clock and started playing it.
hmm See, that sucks too, cause I know that game had like a really big install that I had to do, like a huge copy. Took like 40
Yeah.
something minutes. And if the mail just comes late, it's gonna take a while even if you have the game to play it. And
Right.
same thing's gonna be with The Last of Us, because that game's gonna be huge too.
I'm pretty sure CD Projekt Red said they're not delaying Cyberpunk anymore
Yeah, they said that's staying.
because
That's staying.
they already delayed it like by like 5 months,
Yeah.
and that hit hard. I was in class when I saw that, and it hit hard because
hmm
I've been so hyped for that game for so long, and they're
Yeah.
like, "It's
I pre-ordered
done."
that, and then I was ready, and
Yeah,
then they just said nope, and I was like,
they're like,
okay.
"It's done, but we're not gonna release it."
I think every other game though isn't gonna be released this year. Like every other game that we know about that hasn't been like given an actual release date or has already been delayed, most likely isn't getting released.
oh
Like
yeah.
Oh
like
yeah.
let me think. Dying Light 2,
S-
that might not get
yeah,
released
Dying
this
Light
year.
2.
Well, there was still
And
Uh,
if
that
it does,
chance
it's
of that Animal Crossing and Doom. There was a chance that might have also been delayed
no
because
chance that
but
was getting
because
delayed.
no,
but
no, no,
because
no. They
but
said they were
because it
gonna
was
delay it.
early. Well, there was still that chance though that could have like
No, I
GameStop
don't
could just
know
like
because that
completely
happened the
close.
literal second the quarantine took effect,
That
Right.
is
and
also
no
It
no one
happened.
no one would have known, so they would have released it either way.
Right.
Also,
It
those are
was like,
Nintendo's. That was Nintendo's biggest hitter of this year. There was no
and
way that was getting delayed again.
Bethesda's biggest thing in a while.
Yeah.
Because what has Bethesda had recently? What fucking
Fallout, right?
oh yeah, fucking 76, such a
Oh
great
yeah,
game.
no, that was a complete flop. I forgot about that.
Well,
Exactly.
they're starting to fix it now because they just
I
released
mean, it's already too late
NPCs.
though. The bad
Yeah,
stigma's already
Yeah.
there. There's
I
not
mean,
gonna
there
get
was
I
there
new
was
I played
players.
a little bit of it today, and it's okay. I don't really have like a full like thought on it, but it looks like they are taking like steps in the right direction with it.
Well,
But other
there
yeah.
than
was a
that,
Right.
dude.
I mean,
Bethesda has like nothing
yeah.
right now.
Exactly.
There was a dude that like had a bunch of hours logged in, and he was like the only person who was actually playing it, and they did decide to call him a cheater and ban him from it. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
I
Yeah.
think
See,
that's really stupid.
the
Just
bad
like
stigma's already with the game. There's no
Oh
coming
yeah.
back from it, no matter what
There's
they
no
yeah,
do.
playing that game on PC because you're gonna run into more hackers than GTA.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I got it on PS4 because I knew I was gonna run into so many hackers, and there are every like week here a new game-breaking hack is out, and someone's getting their inventory deleted or uh was it their character taken down in like one shot.
Hmm.
So yeah, I bought on PS4. But yeah, Bethesda has nothing, so they wouldn't have delayed Doom Eternal. I mean, they announced Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield,
Yeah, that
but we
was
literally know
right.
nothing about those games.
Those are definitely gonna be probably 2 years into the Xbox, whatever they're calling it, Series X.
Series X, I
Yeah,
think.
and
Don't
then
say that.
PlayStation 5, like 2 years after those
Yeah.
come out.
Oh my god, that controller is so ugly.
Nah, I mean, it kind
Oh
of
my
grew on me.
god.
I think it
What,
looks
the
nice.
Every time
PS5?
I, yeah, every time I look at it, I still cringe about it. It's just,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
it's growing on me. If you look at the renders people made of the like PS5 console, like obviously it's not legit, but if you look at them next to like the PS5 controller, if the PS5 looks like any of those renders, I think it'll look okay. I think it looks
I
fine.
I would want a black version for sure because
Yeah,
like
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
really like white controllers that much. Just because like anything white gets like dirty pretty easily.
yeah, and
Well,
that'd be
Like,
the
I
only
guess so,
issue
but
with
not
that.
really. If you take care of it, it's not. I
yeah.
have this white Xbox controller I've had for a while, and it's not in any way dirty. So
I think the only white controller I own is a Wiimote.
I don't even have a white Wii remote. I have black ones.
Well, I have like two black and two white ones. I
yeah,
I don't know. They're just sitting in a box.
I have one of each color.
But I think it looks okay. But I would
Yeah,
rather have a black one with colored buttons. That's what kind of like made me upset was like the buttons were not colored.
that's
Like
true.
the
Yeah, that
triangle,
that kind of
square,
like
circle,
tipped
X.
me a little.
Right, because it's like that's always been like
That's always been
the
a thing with
signature
them. Yeah,
thing, right? They release merchandise, and that
they were
those
definitely
stuff.
leaning towards more of an Xbox controller type like
Oh yeah.
model.
Oh yeah, you can see how like the thumbsticks are like pushed in more.
Yeah.
Not, yeah. Um, I remember I saw a render of someone who made it kind of look like a classic PS1 controller, where it was like gray and then it was black and it had like colored buttons. I thought that looked really neat.
Hmm.
I I don't know.
Okay.
5 right away, just because like I don't need it. I mean,
Yeah.
I already have like shit ton of other consoles. I don't really need it right now.
Yeah. I
I'll
mean, I'm
wait until
definitely I'm definitely gonna buy it. If it
until
comes,
they announce a hitter, then I'll buy it.
yeah. I mean, if they said it was coming on holiday, so I'm definitely gonna buy it, cause
Well, there's also the
might
thought
as
that it's
well.
also gonna be backwards compatible.
No, it
So,
is.
Oh well,
They already
yeah,
announced it was
they
going to be.
yeah. Well,
but
here's
you get it and you won't need any other console.
Oh no, no, no! It's
For
only
well
backwards
no
compatible with the PS4.
yeah,
Oh, only PS4.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
but
thinking of
Well,
Xbox. Xbox is
not
backwards compatible
not
for
all
everything.
games work with it at the moment.
Well, no,
They
they said
they
a
said the
lot of
top 100 games
yeah, but they're
are
adding more
compatible.
as like time goes
Well, yeah.
on. So
Well, isn't that what
eventually it'll be
Xbox did with 360 games?
yeah.
They kind of like slowly add them over time. Like it
Hmm.
was like, hey, this game now
uh,
works.
if the if it's stronger than the PS4,
Oh
it
yeah.
will
Of course
actually
it's gonna be.
probably be able. Well, I'm just saying, like, it'll probably be able to run like Kingdom Hearts 3 a little better if they don't like
What?
tamper with too much.
Well, no, yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 3,
definitely. I mean, it's already been
and
confirmed that every PS4 game now is definitely gonna run better on the PS5.
Oh
well,
yeah.
yeah,
Even on the
because like there,
PS4 Pro, it's just gonna do the PS4 Pro enhancements to the PS4 version.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
but there was like lag and like input delays for Kingdom Hearts 3 that were like
Well, yeah, that's because
people
it
were
was
like
on the
really
PS.
upset
No,
about.
that's because
Well,
it was on the
that was
standard PS4. Of
kind
course,
of a mediocre game, just so.
No, no, there's so much lore to it. It goes
And how
so
much of it do you understand?
like all of it, bro. I
Like,
watched so
okay,
many
I mean,
videos.
fine.
you can't
Fine,
really,
you
you
tell
can't really
me.
ask him about that. He hasn't even played the games.
I haven't played it, but I still
Exactly.
understand it.
Oh yeah, but
I,
yeah, but like it's like asking a kid who hasn't read a book what the book story is about.
I own the first one on PS2 and then a GBA game.
Dude, can I borrow that one? Cause I have a PS3.
Either of them.
Y'all cut out, both of you.
Oh, I would like to borrow your Kingdom Hearts 2 game for the PS2
No.
you had.
No.
I want to try playing.
Tough. All right, well, kind of
Um.
derailed again, but that's okay. We gotta start wrapping
It do
things
be
up
like that.
soon.
Okay. One thing I just want to say is, yeah. I'm not gonna buy the PS5 right away, and this is
Mhm.
the reason I say for every console because it always happens.
Mhm.
There's a huge number of units that are
Yeah.
That's true.
the Xbox 360, the original white one. I had one broken. In 2011, it was like 56% of them were. Uh,
Yeah, no, that even happens with games too. I got Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS literally the day after it came out. Within a month, it was just it yes would not register it as it
Yeah, I mean
was
that happens with anything to be honest, but it happens more with consoles because that's actual hardware. There's actual moving parts
yeah.
yeah.
inside there.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I understand that, but
I also have one of them fat PS3s, the 2006 model,
Yeah,
also broken. The PS4 at launch, there was like 80% that were defective and they wouldn't connect to the TV. Xbox One had a similar problem.
yeah. I think as we're going forward though in the generations, I think that's gonna come down to like a minimum. I definitely don't think it'll be as bad as the PS4 and Xbox One have been.
I'm still gonna be cautious and be
Yeah,
like, I'm
it's
gonna
still gonna be
wait.
cautious, but I'm still gonna get it right away.
Yeah, you won't
well
find me out there day one.
they also will probably come out with a slightly better one with like they
Yeah,
had like the
Oh yeah,
Switch.
within like a
They're like
year or
yeah, within
two.
yeah
like a year or
no
two, yeah, that's definitely that's like
because like the
a
Switch
guarantee.
they're like by the way all the Switches after this point are gonna have 13% more battery life, and I
Hmm.
thought that was really cool and it was a really good
Yeah, I mean
thing
that
to
was
add because
expected
then
though, to be
people are
honest.
I mean yeah
It should
but
always be
it's also
expected that
still
when a new console comes out, a year or two after it is gonna be an upgraded version. But that's no real excuse to not get it if you want it, because
Right.
like it's always gonna be a slight upgrade, never something
yeah it's
like
not gonna be a major
yeah,
thing
it's
yeah
nothing major.
it's
Until
not
they
gonna be like
announce like a exclusive, like Bloodborne 2 or God of War 2, based off the new one coming out.
Yeah.
Or the new
well
God of
yeah
War, that's what I meant. Then I'll buy it, right? But it
Hmm.
has to be exclusive to that console, because if it's cross-platform, or not cross-platform, cross-gen, then it's like, what's the point? I'll just buy it on PS4.
Yeah.
yeah
Well, I mean, I'm
obviously
definitely gonna get it day one because of the fact that it can play PS4 games, and I just want it to be in better quality. Like I want to be able to play Spider-Man. That was their example for like the loading times. I want to be able to play something like
Oh
that
yeah.
in like 4K, 60 FPS, minimal load times. So you could just they said it was gonna be instant load times. So I want to
Yeah.
experience it like that and not on the
I
PS4
mean
where it's like blasting,
and the load
sounds like a
time's
jet.
already like kind of fast.
No, that's not
Playing,
true.
oh my god.
I
Playing
tried
Red
playing a
Dead
little
2
bit
on a
of it.
PS4.
It was kind of fast. I mean, it wasn't as fast as it could be, but it wasn't like you were sitting there and waiting for a
It was
PS2 to load.
fast in terms of current, or I guess now last
Yeah,
gen. This gen, like PS4 and PS5 terms,
consoles. Yeah.
but like we're on to the next gen now. Things like the standard PS4, the load times for Spider-Man were around like 6 seconds, and that's not a lot. And like if you really think about it, but when you're sitting there staring at a screen for 6 seconds, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So having it to a minimum, that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys got any final thoughts? Because we're gonna have to wrap it up right now.
I just want to say a quick thing about something we were talking about earlier about the DLC Fighter Pass for the second Fighter Pass for Smash
We
Ultimate
didn't talk
on.
about that.
We talked about it a different um about how it's gonna have an arms character, but currently no one's been confirmed. But there are a few spirits from arms, so maybe we can count those out. But I don't know about that. But that's the only thing I have
Hmm.
on that.
Okay.
All right.
That's
All
cool.
right.
All right. Anything else, Austin?
Okay.
I think we can go more into detail in the next episode of this,
Oh yeah.
if down.
Next episode,
Oh yeah.
let's talk about the
Yeah.
Smash DLC.
So
Well, that
so
and
let's wrap this
anything
up
that
now.
anyone comments about.
Yeah. All right, we're wrapping it up, Austin. So
All
like,
right.
tone
All
it
right.
down.
Yeah. So we
Okay,
got derailed a
that's it.
lot in this episode, but
Oh yeah,
to
we
be honest, this
definitely
was more of a test just to see how
right.
things got rolling, how we could do this, get used to the format and all that. In the next episodes, we'll definitely be more like focused on certain topics at one point. We'll try not to get derailed as much.
Oh yeah, and bear with us on technical
Yeah,
issues.
I know there's a lot of cutting out, but to be honest, that's more on Discord's end because that's what we're using to communicate. And Discord,
We're gamers. What can we say?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, yeah,
So
so
if
bear
you
with us, guys.
have something you
Things
want,
will get better in the
have
future,
something.
eventually. If you guys liked what you heard today, remember to like this video, and it'll show us that you actually like this podcast and that you want us to make more videos. Regardless of that, we're going to continue making them. Hopefully, make them better for you guys to actually be entertained by them. Hopefully, to be more focused and all that. I'm sure you
And leave
guys
a
can share stuff.
comment on what you'd like us to talk about.
Yeah,
'Cause that'll
definitely.
probably help a
Yeah,
lot.
definitely put some suggestions in the comments down below of what we can talk about. Because right now we don't have many ideas. There's not much things to talk about. Like not many things to talk about currently. So yeah, definitely put some suggestions. I can't talk. Anyway, yeah, you know what I mean.
Suggestions.
Anyways,
Y'all
yeah,
know. Y'all understand.
y'all understand me. You know, I'm a goof. Whatever. Anyways, put them down
Oh,
below.
hello.
Put them down
We'll
below,
catch
and
you in the next episode
yeah, we'll
then.
catch you in the next episode, guys. Thank you
And
all for
wait, real
watching.
quick, think about supporting our Patreon down in the description below.
We
Yeah,
don't
I hit the
have one
stop
yet,
recording button
Elijah.
already.
God damn it.